Have you ever felt that overwhelming anxiety that seems impossible to overcome? What if I told you that anxiety doesn't have to be the villain in your life? It might sound odd, but what if it could actually be your greatest ally in reaching your goals? In this video, I'm going to show you how to turn that energy that's been holding you back into pure motivation, a motivation that will push you to finally do everything you've been putting off. Forget everything you thought you knew about anxiety, because today we're breaking down this feeling and revealing 5 powerful attitudes that could change everything. Stay until the end to learn how to use anxiety in your favor and unlock your potential in a way you never imagined. The reward? You'll start seeing life with fresh eyes and discover an inner power you may not have realized you had. Anxiety is often seen as an enemy, a feeling to be avoided at all costs. But what if the reality were different? What if, in fact, that anxiety could become a driver of personal and professional achievement? Let's start by rethinking this feeling. Anxiety, at its core, is a natural body response that prepares us for action. Its original purpose, from an evolutionary perspective, was to protect us and keep us alert. But the world has changed, and now instead of predators, we face deadlines, expectations, and social pressures. Studies show that in controlled doses, anxiety can have a positive effect and even improve our performance. According to the Yerkes-Dodson law, developed by psychologists Robert Yerkes and John Dodson, there's an ideal level of emotional arousal, like anxiety, that helps us maximize productivity. In other words, a moderate amount of anxiety makes us more alert, focused, and ready to act. It's like an internal reminder that something truly important is at stake. By turning anxiety into motivation, you'll not only accept this emotion but also harness its energy to achieve your goals. In this video, I'll share 5 attitudes to help you not only understand your anxiety, but use it strategically, pushing yourself toward what really matters in your life. Attitude 1. Redefine the story you tell yourself. The first step to turning anxiety into motivation is to rewrite the story you tell yourself about it. Instead of viewing anxiety as a weakness or a problem to fix, start seeing it as a reminder that you care. Every time you feel that tension in your chest, ask yourself, what's so important to me that it's causing this anxiety? By asking yourself this question, you'll start to see anxiety as a signal that something valuable is on the line. Maybe you're anxious because you want to do well in a presentation or because you care about the quality of a project. Redefining this narrative is powerful because it transforms what felt like a burden into motivation. Remember, what you feel matters a lot. Try this. Recall moments when anxiety actually fueled your success. This will help you build a stronger, more positive belief in the role of this emotion in your life. Attitude 2. Break the paralysis cycle with small actions. Anxiety often leads to paralysis, that dreaded "I can't do it" feeling. Here's the secret. The best way to break this cycle is to focus on small actions without fixating too much on the end result. By breaking down big tasks into micro steps, you deactivate anxiety's alarm. For example, if you're anxious about a long-term goal like starting a business, spend 15 minutes a day researching the market. Simple? Yes, and it's precisely the simplicity that makes the difference. Each small action sends a signal to your brain. This approach creates a cumulative effect that builds confidence, gradually reducing anxiety. Small actions keep the momentum going, and the accumulation of these little victories generates the motivation you need to continue. Attitude 3. Use visualization to redefine the scenario. Visualization is a powerful tool for turning anxiety into motivation. It lets you see yourself acting and facing situations that usually trigger fear. And here's the interesting part. Our brains respond to visualization similarly to real experiences. By imagining yourself tackling challenges, you train your mind to prepare for them positively. Take a few minutes each day to visualize anxiety-inducing situations, but with an important twist. As you picture yourself, see yourself handling difficulties with confidence, calm, and determination. This practice goes beyond positive thinking. It's about creating a neurological memory, training your brain to respond more effectively. The more you see yourself mentally overcoming obstacles, the more naturally your brain will start responding to real challenges. Anxiety loses its paralyzing effect, and you build an automatic response of motivation and action. Attitude 4. Strengthen self-knowledge with a reflection routine. It's essential to stop and get to know yourself better. In a busy routine, we often operate on autopilot, missing the deeper roots of our anxiety. To turn anxiety into motivation, set aside a few minutes each day to reflect on what genuinely worries you and, more importantly, why. One helpful habit is to write down your worries and feelings daily without judgment. Putting your anxiety on paper makes it tangible, something you can work on and reevaluate. This also helps you identify patterns. Maybe anxiety always arises in certain situations or around specific goals. Over time, this self-awareness practice allows you to see anxiety as a tool for self-perception, helping you identify what truly matters. This clarity is the perfect fuel to turn anxiety into motivation because you'll know exactly where to focus your energy and attention. Attitude 5. Celebrate each step and reinforce the positive cycle. The final step is to celebrate each small victory. We often get so focused on what we haven't achieved yet that we overlook the progress we've made. Anxiety thrives on this never enough mindset. By reinforcing a positive cycle of celebration, you reverse this logic. Each small step is an achievement and a reminder that you're moving forward. Celebrating every advance, big or small, creates a state of satisfaction that generates a genuine motivation to keep going. Plus, celebrating releases dopamine, a neurotransmitter that reinforces pleasure, helping to reduce anxiety and boost your drive to act. This simple habit of celebrating turns the journey of self-care into something rewarding, motivating, and it clears anxiety, leaving room for you to keep moving forward. Anxiety doesn't need to be the villain in your story. It can and should be a powerful ally in the pursuit of your goals. These 5 attitudes, redefining your narrative, taking small steps, visualizing success, reflecting on your emotions, and celebrating each victory, are simple but transformative tools. Take advantage and start now. Choose one of these attitudes and put it into practice today. You'll see how possible it is to turn anxiety into fuel for your growth, taking the first step toward a more motivated and fulfilling life. And if you want to keep getting content like this, subscribe to our channel. Here, we bring insights, techniques, and practical tips to help you manage anxiety, strengthen your mind, and amplify your results. Click the subscribe button and activate notifications so you never miss a new video. Let's transform anxiety into motivation together and build a life full of purpose.